Hey guys, so today's tutorial is going to be for Millionaire Bars. If you've never had them before, it's like a layer of shortbread, a layer of like ooey gooey chewy caramel, and a layer of ganache on top. They are so good. The first time I had one, I was like, what is this? This is heaven in a bite. I need this in my life. So I'm going to make those for you. We are going to cut them pretty small because they are so rich. Trust me, I love them. I want to eat the whole pan, but oh my God, it's one perfect bite. And a small bite is totally enough. So follow along. If you guys have any questions, just let me know in the comments. To start our Millionaire Bars, I'm going to be creating a shortbread base. Now, it's not a traditional shortbread, but kind of a combo of shortbread and sugar cookie. I'm going to mix my butter and sugars in the bowl of a stand mixer. If you don't have one, you can totally use a hand mixer. After about 5 minutes, I'm going to add my egg and vanilla, let that whip up again, and then I'm going to add my flour and pulse it in. This should be a crumbly mixture. You can press it firmly into the bottom of a 10 by 10 pan lined with parchment paper and bake it for 20 to 30 minutes at 350. When you take it out of the oven, you're just looking for the edges to be golden brown. While that's in the oven, I'm going to prepare my caramel layer by adding my sweetened condensed milk, corn syrup, and brown sugar to a pot. I'm then going to add my butter and put it on medium heat and stir to combine. Once everything is melted and all comes together and starts to come to a slow boil, I'm going to turn the heat down to a low heat. I'm going to let this cook for 10 to 15 minutes. I recommend switching to a whisk here to make sure that everything stays combined and you don't lose the oils from the butter. You'll see that the mixture will start to darken and thicken after about 15 minutes, and that's exactly what you're looking for. Once it's ready, you're going to pour your hot caramel on your hot shortbread crust and place it into the fridge for about an hour. Once it's almost completely chilled, you're going to make your ganache as we've done many times before. You're going to pour that warm ganache over your chilled caramel layer. You want to make sure it's chilled so that you do have distinct layers in these bars. I decided to decorate my Millionaire's bars with a white chocolate ganache in a feathering pattern, which just means creating lines one way and then pulling through them in the opposite direction using a toothpick. Now, I've included this in this video to show you we all mess up sometimes. When I created my feathering pattern using my white chocolate ganache, I could tell that my white chocolate ganache was splitting, but I continued on anyways and did the entire thing. Once I finished doing my feathering, it looked absolutely horrible. I could not be less impressed. I was going to leave it and just decided that that wasn't going to happen. So I added some more ganache, took off the gross layer of white chocolate ganache that had split, and added a new layer of white chocolate ganache. I let that set up in the fridge for about an hour before slicing. Now, in order to slice these, they are thick and the shortbread crust is quite firm, so you want to use a large hot knife. Now, I make little sections so I know that they're kind of even, and then I slice across and slice each piece one by one. I cut my bars into 1.5 inch squares. They might seem a little small, but they are so rich it will feel like a giant bite. Add sea salt when your ganache is still warm to make sure that you have the perfect balance of flavors. I hope you guys enjoy, and if you have any questions, just let me know.